Hi everyone, this is Maria. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you propagation of one of my beautiful euphorbias and also recovery on one of the clearance plants that I bought, which is Hoya. Also, I am trying to create more space by the windows so that my plants during the winter can get some natural light instead of being under fluorescent or LED light. So I'm going to show you a shelf setup that we created in the guest room. So as the fall and winter is approaching, I'm living in Michigan and 7 months out of the year we have below freezing temperatures. I am trying to prepare plants for to fit my space, and that's the reason why one of these bigger euphorbias I decided I'm going to have to propagate, and probably this bigger pot take to conservatory. So let's start. So here is my beautiful euphorbia, guys. It's getting too big and I wanted to propagate it. I took 2 cuttings this summer. About 3 weeks ago I sold one, and this one I placed in a pot. I just knocked it over actually. That's why there is mess. But I brought it here so I can show you what the root system it developed in 3 weeks. So in summertime it's much easier to propagate these. See how nice it is. I've been thinking about taking some more cuttings of this one. So because there is a lot of new growth coming up here, I wanted to cut these that are on the way. I don't think it's gonna look as pretty when this is gone, but for a period of time. I don't think I can keep this one because it's getting really big and heavy. But I have a hard time parting from it, so that's why I think I had a hard time propagating, because I still want it to look really pretty. Wow, these are bleeding. That's that white sap that euphorbias have, and that can be toxic. I think I'm gonna just have to wash this one a little bit better. I'm not happy with this. Have to remove that sap from over there. These are kind of crowded here as well. Maybe this little one underneath. So guys, this is the one that already rooted. I decided to use this pot because they do branch out a lot when they eventually root. I was attempting to put these 2 already in the soil, and then I'm like, why am I not showing you what I'm doing? So you don't want to bury them too deep. That's why I have a lot of rocks around here to support them, because you don't want to cause a rot. So that makes it a little bit difficult when you're rooting them. Jeff just brought me some rocks here that he broke, that we have from building the house, so I'm going to temporarily use these to support the cuttings. That seems to be working. I'll put another little rock here. I have another little one here. So you can see, guys, it's really cute with rocks around. I put my little red turtle that's also carved out of stone. Stones I may rearrange once when they root. Right now they're having aesthetic and supportive function. And this one was actually in this pot, but I really didn't like it. And I put it back into this like a long, taller pot. And I still feel like it's a bit empty. So I'm gonna use rocks that I have left over to put around here. These are cuttings that I took from these, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep them in the same pot. I don't like that either. So I think I'm just gonna put some rocks around here, and yeah, and see if it gives it a better look. Looks like I need something smaller, but Well, maybe it's a little bit better. Not sure. But I think I'm gonna leave it like this and have these in a different pot. So let me show you what's going on here in the living room. Progress I made. As you can see, I have more of a darker colors of succulents, and I moved my ficus, variegated ficus. I'm going to show you where it is right now. I said I'm not going to have anything here by the philodendron because I like it by itself, but I didn't know where to put this ficus. I just feel like the color and the size, it was not matching well there. And every time I start recording, he wants to go in and out. I repotted it recently in this bigger black pot, and I found this stand here in Walmart. I would really recommend you guys. These little stands are $4.50, and I already painted one black, and I'm really happy how it looks. I'll show you in a little bit. But I didn't like how that ficus looks here, because the colors are mostly dark of the succulents here. As you can see, there's black raven, and there's some dark haworthias, euphorbias, more haworthias, but everybody has sanseverias. Everybody has like darker colors. So I like how this is starting to look. I think maybe adding a cactus or two that are darker color, darker green, or I was even thinking about using these little haworthias to add somewhere in between, but then I have to figure out this arrangement all over again, which is okay. So I might do that, just kind of add up some things here and then show you what the final look's gonna be here. These areas here, you know, this is the Euphorbia that I just repotted, is not gonna be finalized until about 3 or 4 weeks when I get all the succulents inside. But this little stand for pots, I might use for this monstera that really is doing well here. It's been growing a lot of leaves, so this pretty much from here to here has grown since I got it. This branch grew these new leaves, this one grew new leaves, these two grew new leaves, and you can see the difference. This is how it looked when I purchased it, but I didn't remove these leaves because I knew it needed some leaves until it grows bigger. So I was thinking to elevate it just a little bit, paint that stand for a pot in black, like I did with monstera, mini monstera, and then elevate it and leave it here because it seems to like this corner. Gets morning light from this east facing window and the door, and then yeah, and I don't know, maybe I'm gonna place a pole in there too, we'll see. But like I said, this area won't be finalized, as well as the area in the guest bedroom, until everybody goes inside. But I'll keep you updated on progress I'm making. So this is that same stand painted black. So you can see it looks nice with my white pot, my mini monstera. This one, I kept getting droopy leaves with this one. I don't know if I'm underwatering. You know, as a succulent grower, I'm still figuring out some of these tropical plants, or is it because I don't have a lot of humidity in here? I don't know. I don't know what it needs. I didn't have any yellow or brown leaves on mini monstera, but I do get the droopiness, except on the top. So anyway, if you have any tips for me, let me know. So this is the Hoya that I got on clearance, and there is some parts that look good. Close up, it's dehydrated, has some spots and mixed with dirt, and there is pests. Owner actually told me that there is pests, and I'm gonna try to put it close up so you can see mealybugs. And there is a lot of stickiness, and then like just some kind of old sticky dirt on it. So some of these ends are completely brittle, like there is no life in them, like this one. What I'm gonna do first is I want to pull it out of the pot and just see how it looks. I'm gonna do some cleaning here of the dead leaves. My plan is to soak this plant in a mixture of neem oil and rainwater for a few days actually, and to wash these leaves very well, and then I'm gonna repot it. So I'm not gonna completely free it from the soil. Okay, so now I'm gonna just go and get some kind of dish that I'm gonna be able to soak it in. So I prepared a mixture of rainwater, half a teaspoon of neem oil, pure organic neem oil, and a few drops of Dish Dawn detergent, and I mix it up. So that's where I'm going to be soaking it. But before I start doing that, I really want to wash some of these leaves and mealybugs. I might even spray the top with alcohol. So I'm just doing this on the grass outside. You can see I'm gonna try to wash every leaf from both sides and stems, because you can find that sooty mold on leaves as a result of a combination of dust and sugar that mealybugs produce. Just gonna clean the leaves well, but I'm gonna still most likely spray it with the alcohol at the end. Sometimes if it's not a big infestation, just hosing the plant can help so much in fighting the mealybugs, but a lot of times that's not enough. Alright, I think that's good enough. So now I'm placing the Hoya in this mixture, and I'm gonna put it somewhere where there is shade. And this leaf is kind of yellow. I'm gonna remove it. And this one doesn't look that great either. And I'm gonna leave it soaked like this for a few days because I think it's been dehydrated. I should probably trim some of these branches that have no life in them. Just cutting off the dead parts, nothing else. So here is the Hoya after almost like what, 5 days that I kept it in rainwater with the neem oil. I also sprayed with alcohol initially when it came, so I don't see any pests, and it did plump up a little bit. It does have these spots, kind of like if you like punched holes or had pimples on the skin and then push them out. Like, it's really weird. I don't know how to describe this. So I was trying to research because I'm not the expert for Hoyas, and I think it might be some edema, maybe. Not all leaves have it. Like, a lot of new leaves are just completely healthy and have nothing like that. So I don't know if I should have just cut it off. Mostly this one branch has it, but overall I'm hoping it's healthy. So I'm gonna use this cute pot from Walmart to pot it up. I place some on the bottom and then like this, and I'm gonna probably keep it with the other Hoyas. They're really not that much healthier than this one. So let's just add some soil on the sides. actually I do have some soil that I mixed for Hoyas and some of the tropical plants that has some orchid bark, so I think I'm going to add that to this mixture, and then I'm going to show you where I'm going to place it. So I'm back to our guest room, so I can show you a stand that, or shelves that we made here for the window. They're pretty similar to the ones that we have in the dining room. Very simple, and I used Velcro to kind of attach them to this area so that we don't have any holes in the trim or in the windows. It's not bad. I think it's pretty sturdy. I was just a little bit afraid because I'm going to be adding a lot of plants here. As you can see, I wanted to use as much as possible space with the natural sunlight, and this is facing east, so I'm hoping that these Hoyas will be happy here. Sedums, and the reason why I want to bring sedums here, I noticed that they don't like to be under lights, hot and dry, and we usually close vents here in this bedroom because it's not used as much. So it's about 60s here, and it's a little bit less dry, so I'm hoping that this mini monstera and Hoyas will do better here. These have done terrible for I think I have it almost 2 years, and I sprayed a million times. This year I treated it with neem oil, I repotted it, I put it in a terracotta pot. It actually grew. This is all new growth from the last few months. Same with this one on top, you can see some new growth, but it's still getting mealybugs. I mean, I don't know how to get rid of them. It's terrible. They just keep coming back to this one, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna be treating this one if needed every week until I don't see them. This one also had some mealybugs and got burned when we moved here last summer, and it has a lot of bad leaves. Poor plant went through a lot. So this is this new one that I have for a few weeks now, and I think it's actually looking pretty good. So those are the shelves that I will keep you updated on how I'm gonna fill this space when it's time to get all the plants inside. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I will see you soon in the next video.